the squad quickly secures the scene. The undercover officers reported guns at the suspect's address, which means the Armed Offenders Squad will be the first to go in.
The Armed Offenders' role is to secure the property and make it safe so that we can go and undertake our search.
While the AOS goes in, the other officers wait down the road for the all clear. And when the suspect offers no resistance, the squad quickly secures the scene. With the suspect on his way to Hamilton Central, police perform a thorough search of the house.
We've retrieved a firearm, a shotgun, a plastic bag of drugs. I don't know what they are yet because we haven't unwrapped it. I suspect it's methamphetamine, but we don't know. There's a lot of laboratory equipment in there that we're trying to source. I would think, given the volumes of it, beakers and test tubes and the likes of that, given the volumes of it, that they must have come from an industrial supplier or a university or that type of institution.
In addition to the drug manufacturing equipment, police uncover a large amount of stolen property, including a ride-on mower. When the offender was brought before the court, he was convicted on 12 charges of supplying Class A and B drugs, a further 7 charges of receiving and 1 of unlawful possession of a firearm. He was sentenced to 4 years in prison.
I'm just going to put your wrist just on there.
Later in the morning, as the operation continues, at Hamilton Central, Detective Sergeant Mark Green's briefing another team for a raid on a drug dealer at the Frankton Hotel.
He sells from his posse at the back of the main bar. It's not really the public bar anymore, but just the main bar, the single bar. There may be a degree of madness when you go in there, so I think just deal with whoever you get. It may be, if one of them flares up, 2 or 3 may have to try and control one of them. I hope that doesn't happen, so let's go in there in a relaxed sort of fashion and try and just talk to them. Pick her in the back, I'll go in.
When the team arrives at the hotel, there are no problems, and police are able to go straight in to execute the warrant.
We've got a search warrant for the hotel, which relates to both residential and the bar of the hotel. It's in terms of drug offences, and we're not targeting that. It's a number of people that are associated with the place. Okay, now you've got the keys to all the rooms because we're probably going to have to search them. Okay, well, Bob, you keep that. Yep. I've got my own thing.
The suspect's nowhere to be seen, and a search of his room only reveals remnants of cannabis plant material.
Nothing serious. Small stalks. Good boy. Come. Here.
With the search almost complete, the suspect arrives back at the hotel and is immediately charged with dealing cannabis. When he finally went to court, Kerry was found guilty on 9 charges of selling cannabis, as well as charges of offering to supply Class A and B drugs. He was sentenced to a total of 4 years in prison. In the 2 days of the operation, police arrested more than 90 people and seized a number of firearms, as well as Class A, B and C drugs worth more than $100,000. Stolen property valued at over $20,000 was also recovered.
Those units at the 1B.
Constables Stephanie Hill and Liam McHugh are on the late shift in Christchurch, and they're on their way to a drunk driver incident at the Palms Mall.
A drunk guy just crashed into the McDonald's at Eastgate Mall just over here. So I was going to have a wee look and see what's happening.
Come CHI 310-7.
Just as they get to the scene, a guy starts running towards the back of the car park. But he doesn't get very far. The guy can barely stand, but he still thinks he's got a chance to talk his way out of this.
I wasn't driving the van, my friend's God. I was just sitting just like, oh.
Well, come over here and have a yarn to us, eh? This is your wagon here, is it?
Yeah, it is. I wasn't driving though, my friend was driving.
Oh, yeah? Where's your friend gone then?
He's gone, mate.
He's gone. He's done a runner.
Pretty much.
Yeah? Well, just steady yourself here, mate. Where were you off to?
I'm pulling over hard here, eh?
No, you're not. Have you got a driver's license?
Yeah, I have, but I wasn't driving it.
Oh, no, you told me that.
Before the collision in the car park, Phil had ordered food, and the guy at the drive-through had had a good look at the two people in the van.
How many people in the vehicle?
Just two.
Just two. So can you just
guy in the, that's got on the shirt, I think.
So wait a sec. Can you just confirm that this fella here was the driver of the vehicle?
Was driving.
He was driving.
There's the other one. This car.
The black t-shirt.
The arrival of Phil's Burgers coincides with another bright idea. He'll try and get his mate, Wally, to take the blame.
Milo! I wasn't driving. Milo!
Unfortunately for Phil, his mate Wally's been drinking as well, and he's in no position to cover for him.
Was he driving? Were you driving?
No.
Why weren't you driving?
Because I'm too drunk.
Okay. Well, we've already been told that he was driving, so I just need you to confirm. If you weren't driving, there's two of you in the van, he was driving, yes? Yeah.
Realising Wally's not coming to the rescue, Phil introduces a third character to the story.
Milo! There were three of us in the van, mate.
That's not a good time to get your story right.
Let's redo this thing.
Been through all this bullshit.
Have you?
Come here, mate.
He jumped out. He done the right thing.
Then let's just go over with the other officer.
The bloke run out.
Yeah.
There were three of us
Yeah,
in
we
the
saw
van.
him. He was running down the road. Yeah.
Exactly. I wasn't driving.
You just talked to this fella, right?
Yeah, come over and talk to me.
But none of this is going to save Phil from the inevitable breath test.
Seal your lips around here and blow until I tell you to stop. Go ahead. Blow. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, whoop. Now have a look at this. Now you see how that says failed general?
Yeah.
Okay, that indicates that the proportion of alcohol in your breath exceeds 400 micrograms. Okay? So I now require you without delay to accompany me to the Christchurch Central Police Station or any other such place for the purpose of an evidential breath test, blood test or both. Okay, not under arrest, but you are detained, legally detained, okay, for the purpose of that test. Alright? You need to know that you're not obliged to say anything. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
But the result of the test doesn't seem to make any difference to Phil's story.
I'll tell you why I don't believe you, okay? Because the guy that you crashed into, okay, when he got out of his car, you got out of the driver's seat, okay? Yeah. Right out of the drive, you know, from behind the steering wheel.
Yes.
That's why, and he hasn't been drinking like you have. He's quite sober and quite believable. That's why I believe him and not you.
I wasn't driving, eh? It's not guilty, mate. I wasn't driving, eh?
There you go.
His wallet.
That's your wallet, mate.
No
Yeah,
keys.
There's no money in there, eh?
Where's your keys? Did you chuck them in the ditch over there or something?
I don't know where the keys are. I wasn't driving.
You were driving.
Stop
We've
it,
got
mate.
witnesses that say you were
Three
driving.
people that say you were driving, so cut it out. I've had enough, alright?
Eventually it dawns on Phil that nothing's working for him, that he's in the back of a police car and that he's going to end up in court.
Guilty, mate. I'm not going to argue with you. You got me in the car. I wasn't going to bullshit you. Why bullshit you? You know better. You're sober. I'm not.
You're a better man for coming clean.
No, I'm not, because I'm going to get in the shit for it. But I can't bullshit you. Why bullshit you?
Well, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. I f***ed up. I f***ed up.
Yeah.
You know, I f***ed up. You're right, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not going to disagree with you.
Okay, that's good.
At Christchurch Central Station, Phil's situation takes a turn for the worse. His evidential breath test returns a result of 858, more than twice the legal limit.
This one explains that you're now having your licence suspended for 28 days because your alcohol reading was over 800 micrograms. So if you drive your vehicle for 28 days, and you get caught, you get arrested.
On the show.
In addition to automatically losing his licence for 28 days, Phil appeared in the Christchurch District Court on a charge of driving with excess breath alcohol. He was disqualified for a further 6 months and fined $700.
Okay. No other questions, queries, complaints, arguments, discussions? Okay, let's go and do it. Let's have a bloody good day out there today. We've got a lot of catching up to do.
Every March, Detective Sergeant Ross Everest organises cannabis recovery and eradication in the Bay of Plenty. But this year, the operation's running well behind schedule.
We're so far behind the 8 ball because of the weather, and this is the first decent day we've had. Every day we've had showers, low cloud. It's limited as to where we could go. We've worked on the plains and on the flats near the coast to get a bit of clear land and visibility, but we have not been able to get inland. It's all sitting there and we just can't get to it.
The bad weather's meant Falcon, the police helicopter, hasn't been able to use its spray to destroy cannabis plantations where they stand, and ground teams have had to pull all the plants out on foot.
Just stop there and walk along the edge.
While the helicopter works the most difficult terrain, Constables Dave Narty, Dave McIntosh and the other ground teams have a hard day in the maze in front of them.
Team 5 on foot.
They are being guided to the cannabis plants by 6-3, a fixed-wing spotter plane.
Lettuce looks for the holes in it. Looks for things that are out of place.
Very rubbish stuff. Wouldn't be very old.
Plants, not very good condition.
This has been the worst crop for some years. Frost before Christmas and a dry January have meant most of the plants haven't matured.
Oh, now this is getting a bit taller. Still, not a lot there though. Oh. Hi. Yep, I'm just following a track here.
The track leads straight to a freshly planted cannabis nursery.
Oh, it's only just been in here. This is the gel they use for hydroponics setups as well. Sort of helps them grow and keeps them moist as well.
While the two Daves have been working the fields, the police helicopters discovered a large plantation above 2 occupied houses.
2 teams, teams 1 up to 5. We'll go and search the house and the grounds.
You'll see a driveway on your left, a little track on your left. You guys have a little wee hutch on the side of the hill. Yes, Ron, come up on your left now, mate. Go on there. To your left, that's it. The plants we're looking at, or just come and put the ball over them now. There's 2 patches in the tea tree, quite good plants.
Hi mate, yes, thanks. We need to know who lives at the address above there.
Oh, 3 people live up there, mate.
Who's that? Anyone from here?
Nobody at this house is admitting any knowledge of the plants the helicopter's now destroying further up the hill.
Have you got any down by the chook run?
Yeah, there's
But Pete, the guy at the lower house, is owning up to a few plants growing in his vegetable patch.
Hey,
Was that just those 2?
4.
4. There's 1 here.
1 there. One just over there, 2.
Oh yeah.
2 in there.
2 in there.
The arrival of Tiny Taylor and his drug dog Gus means that police can complete the search of the house.
Yeah, you've been charged with today. Charged with cultivating cannabis.
While Gus finds a little more cannabis, there's only enough to charge Pete with cultivation, and there's no way of linking anybody to the plantation up the hill.
About 4 ounces of leaf material, but fresh, not quite dry.
Pete pleaded guilty to the charge and was sentenced to 65 hours community service.
C5 contact.
Okay, you have a whole lot of road coming towards the along the line.
Roger.
It's the second sunny morning in a row for the Bay of Plenty Cannabis Eradication Operation, and Dave Narty's being guided to another marijuana plot by a spotter plane.
Good thing you got some help. They're on target just ahead of you as well.
Dave's teamed up with Constable Steve Smith for the day, and it's a hard slog through the backcountry. But the further police go into the hills, the more plants they're finding.
42.
The week-long police presence in the areas meant word spread about the operation, and police are now involved in a race to get to the cannabis before the growers.
Someone's been in here because there's footprints, and they ain't mine.
The footprints lead straight to where there used to be a large cannabis plantation.
It's been plucked, eh? Yeah. Oh yeah, heaps of them. Look at him. Looks like he's already been in, and he's pulled the plants. What's that? Oh, I keep following these footprints, eh?
The growers may have taken all their plants, but they've left behind some nasty surprises for the search teams.
We have man traps, boards with lots of nails in them. Copy?
Roger, thanks. I see where you are. Teams, if you copy that, be aware of man traps, boards with nails in them.
Nails sticking through bits of wood are only one of the ways growers use to keep people away from their plants.
Sometimes they have fish hooks on nylon, just about head height. They're in the maze just before they come across the contacts and that. So yeah, it is common, just have to be a bit wary, that's all.
But right now they've got to head north. A huge cannabis plantation has been spotted by the police helicopter.
Falcon and 6-3, they have located more plots and they need more ground teams to go and pick the plots.
The plantation is hidden deep inside a massive maize field, and police will use the helicopter to drop officers into the field and recover the cannabis.
What we're doing here is getting all harnessed up to what they call teabagging, going in on the bottom of a 80-foot chain. So you're basically suspended under the chopper on the end of that hard link 80-foot chain. They can drop you into remote spots. Yeah, where it'll take ground crews too long to get to.
When they get into the middle of the paddock, they find the biggest plantation of the operation.
So our big plants here. Probably some of the biggest we've seen all week.
There are fully matured plants wherever the team looks, and the helicopter is soon ferrying loads of cannabis back to the truck. And, as Senior Constable Bruce Lang notes, it's more valuable than the average crop.
It's purple haze, which is a different variety of cannabis. They're reported to be more potent. I've never tried it myself.
After a week of smaller than usual finds, the team has hit the jackpot.
Starting to get the loads that we're used to getting. It's amazing, over 10 years the quantity of cannabis we get out of here never diminishes.
Yeah. I mean, every year is the same. They just don't. They're slow learners in the maze, and they just lose it every time. And if it hadn't been for Falcon helping us by teabagging and lifting it out, we'd still be here after dark. In fact, we'd have to come back tomorrow. Most of it would be gone anyhow. So that's life. No, it's been a good day, long day, and they're still working.
But eventually, Bruce Lang has to call a halt.
She's full, mate. She's chock-a-block.
With the recovery part of the operation complete, all that's left to do is to destroy the cannabis. And with the help of a driftwood bonfire on a beach near Tikaha, police set about the job of reducing the plants to ashes.
Yeah, this is one of the best ways of getting rid of it. You can guarantee that it's gone forever.
As the wind direction moves around, interest in the bonfire grows. First, a passing motorist pauses to take the air, and then a fishing boat's drawn in from the bay. Then another wind change surprises the team, and they're enveloped in smoke. But with over 15,000 plants recovered in 4 days, it smiles all round at the operation debrief.
A total of 15,184 for 4.5 days flying and pulling is Very, very good. We're down on lockups, but that's to be expected because everybody down the coast seemed to go bush for some unknown reason. I don't know why. So we've got a few days off and we kick off again Sunday week. So make the most of it, and thank you very much one and all.